Hello friends, it's Melanie and welcome to my channel. Today is a very big day for me. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm kind of nervous. I'm sure you guys saw by the title. We are doing a crochet challenge, and not just any challenge. We are doing a 24-hour challenge, which is gonna be pretty intense. I pretty much plan to be locked in my apartment and for my hand to be shaking by the end of this, but hopefully I will have some cool crochet pieces. Honestly, I'm just really interested to kind of like test my abilities and see if I'll be able to accomplish this. I have no more time to waste, so let's get straight into this video. All right, first off guys, I did the most massive yarn haul yesterday. Giant yarn, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11. You guys bet this cost me an arm and a leg because yarn is not cheap, but I use my little coupons and hopefully I don't have to buy more in the middle of this challenge because that would kind of defeat the purposes of this challenge. This is what I plan on making, and I honestly have absolutely no gauge of how long this will take because I've done things before where I timed like how long it took me to make a granny square. I always think it's a lot shorter than it is. So my fear with this challenge is I'm gonna be like, oh, like I'll be able to crochet so much in this amount of time, like I have so much time, like just really overestimate myself, and then I won't even finish this bag. We should not speak that into existence. Hopefully I will be able to crochet an insane amount of things. This is the bag I want to make, so we're gonna start off this challenge by just making a bunch of granny squares. Hopefully when I finish that, we are gonna work on just this giant blanket, which there's no way I'll finish a blanket ever. I have never finished a crochet blanket. It is 9:50 right now. Oh, we're pressing start. For my supplies, I have a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. I'm using cotton yarn for this bag. Where does this start? So I don't actually have a pattern or anything. It's all from that image I just showed you, but I just choose a tutorial on a certain like granny square pattern. I look up starburst granny square because I've made another bag that's kind of similar. So we're gonna start off by learning how to make this granny square. I forgot if I mentioned this yet, but this video is inspired by one I saw from Jenna Phipps. I adore her crochet videos, and I believe she did this a while ago, and I've been wanting to do this ever since I saw that video. I just honestly I'm a bit terrified of it, but also just never found the right time to do it until now. So I'm following the same rules that she kind of set in place. Set a timer, and basically the only things you can stop for are to eat and sleep and like use the bathroom, you know, like just necessities. I'm honestly so excited to have this bag at the end of this video though. Hopefully. I hope I didn't just like jinx that or sound way too confident that I'll finish it because I'm almost an hour in and I'm still not done with my first granny square, so that's a little. Alright guys, so I just finished my first granny square. This is what it's looking like. I love this color combo. I never would have came up with this on my own. I like need Pinterest. Semi-recently got a, what is that called? A blocking thing. So I'm gonna do the whole shebang for this because I want this bag to turn out so good. But guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think this granny square took an hour to make. Well, I have a timer. Yeah, what the crap? An hour and 11 minutes. That's concerning because how do I think I'm gonna crochet a whole bag in 24 hours and have time to make a blanket too when this one granny square genuinely took me over an hour to make? Then again, I was like learning how to make it. I don't know if I even properly ever learned how to block stuff, but I think this is what you do. My one granny square, At least it looks nice. The other thing is that when I learn how to crochet from a video, I write down the pattern. So I was like writing it down in my notes app as I went and learning how to do it. I was also tweaking the pattern a little bit. So that definitely took some time too. And I also just feel like the more you make something, the better you become and like the quicker you can work. So hopefully the next however many granny squares I have to make don't take quite as long. But I did want to tell you guys that I didn't end up following that granny square video exactly because I have 5 colors that I'm using and starburst granny squares usually only have 4. So I just like adjusted pattern a little bit and I wrote it down in my notes. So I'll share the pattern that I use with you guys. So I'm just going to mindlessly crochet granny squares for the next literally 10 hours. Working on my second granny square and I've decided I'm gonna move on to YouTube videos. So far the time is kind of like flying by, like it's almost noon. Which means I've been crocheting for like 2 hours, which is kind of crazy. I feel like time should be moving slower, but I do think I might eventually have to go switch up my scenery or else this might just be a huge couch rot day. I love queuing a bunch of YouTube videos. So I have a stack of like 10 videos, basically a movie long length of videos to watch while I crochet and keep me company. Crocheting 2 more squares, so I'm gonna quickly put them on the blocking board before I take my first mini break. I'm kind of surprised how long crocheting one of these granny squares is taking. I'm sure it's because it's pretty large and it has 5 different layers or colors, but I almost feel like I should be quicker at it because I think I've been crocheting for almost 3 hours now. If you told me I was crocheting for like 30 minutes, I would believe you. Which I don't know if that's a good or a bad sign. Hope I'm doing this right. All right, I'm gonna go change, pee, get some food. First pause. I just heated up some gimbap. I finally was able to restock on the one from Trader Joe's because it's been gone for like a full year and I love this stuff. So I'm excited to eat this, but I'm gonna crochet while I eat, keep watching YouTube, trying to get my hours in, keep my flow going because I'm still excited about crocheting. Surprisingly, my hand is not hurting that bad yet. I'm going to restart this, or not restart it, but start it. Let's get back to crocheting. Starting on another granny square, number 4. I'm thinking my bag is gonna need at least, oh gosh, I'm gonna need at least 12. And then I have to decide if this side of the bag are also gonna be granny squares, because if that's the case, then I think I'll need 6, brain not working right now, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, wait, 12, and then 4 for both sides, and then 3 for the bottom. So like 20, oh my gosh, this is gonna take me forever. 20 squares. I can do it. I better use this bag. butt hurts so bad from sitting on the floor for so long. I think I'm actually gonna like, I mean, I could just move to the couch again to where I was this morning, but I think I'm gonna stand and crochet for a little. Gosh, my legs are falling asleep. I don't know what I expected to happen, but I guess it makes sense. I'm on hour, like, approaching hour 4. I'm not a seventh of the way done with my bag. I'm starting to get a little nervous. I think this bag is gonna be a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be, because when I'm looking at these granny squares, I think I'm gonna have 6 of them to make a bag. I think this is gonna end up being kind of more of like a tote bag, which isn't exactly what I was going for. I thought it was gonna be a purse, but that's okay. I use tote bags all the time. Cow, guys, I am kind of shocked by what has been revealed so far in this challenge. We are 5 hours and 20 minutes into this challenge, and just guess how much I've crocheted. I have only made 6 of these. I don't know what's normal. I don't know what I thought was normal. I feel like in my head, I kind of thought I'd have like half of my bag done by now. I'm gonna take a quick little break. So I'm actually gonna pause my timer right now. I want to make a little drink and get a little change of scenery. Not that much of a change of scenery, but I think I'm gonna go crochet on the porch to just get some fresh air. Or not porch, my patio. I'm going to pick out a book or a podcast to listen to. Sometimes it's nice to have a little like switch up from visual entertainment to like listening. Welcome to my little drink corner. This is where I make my coffee every morning, but I think right now my drink of choice is actually gonna be a matcha. So it seems it's time for me to pack up the table I've been rotting at for the past 5 hours. Good. It tastes like ice cream. It is now time to choose what I want to listen to. I'm choosing between this one, Remarkably Bright Creatures, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. I'm sure I would love either of them. Sometimes I have a hard time deciding what I want to listen to and what I want to read. Sometimes it's a lot easier for me to listen to books that are harder for me to like pick up and sit down and read. I'm actually leaning towards Remarkably Bright Creatures, so I'm gonna start that right now and get back to crocheting. So let's resume my timer. Here we go.
I cannot remember, yet I can still taste the untamed currents of the cold open water.
Guys, so I've been out here for quite a bit. I finished crocheting 3 more squares. I'm starting to get a little bit chilly, so I think I'm gonna go back inside for a little update. I actually am really liking the book. It's really interesting because it's partially in the perspective of an octopus. I'm gonna go add these to the blocking board. I'm gonna slowly move all my stuff back in. I think we're back to doing the standing for a little bit. I feel like I need to move, maybe stretch or something. But it was kind of nice because I thrifted rocking chairs out there. So it was kind of fun to like rock back and forth while I was crocheting. I was in full grandma mode out there. I am getting so hungry for dinner. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this. We are at about 8 hours and 30 minutes right now. I'm gonna cook myself a hopefully pretty quick dinner. I'm so hungry. I'm probably gonna resume my timer and I'm gonna start crocheting while I eat and continue watching the OC. Finished all 12 of my granny squares, so this should be enough for the front and the back of my bag. I think what I'm gonna do is start assembling the front and back panels, and then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make more granny squares eventually to be like the sides and the bottom, but I think I'm gonna assemble these ones first. They're so nice and square because I'm actually blocking them. Oh my gosh, guys, I am pooped. I'm so tired. I called my mom for the past couple hours, finished stitching these two panels together. So I have these two panels completely finished, and then I just made one extra granny square. So I need to make 6 more granny squares tomorrow and then assemble it and then make like the finishing, adding the straps and stuff, which I'm still not completely sure how I'm gonna do that, but I will figure that out tomorrow. This turned into being way more of like a tote bag than just a purse. I thought this was actually gonna be a lot smaller than it is, but it's fine because I am liking how it's turning out. I'm a little bit nervous about this color combo because I feel like I don't wear stuff this color. I stopped the timer when I finished crocheting and I am at a total of about 13 hours and almost 15 minutes for today. I'm actually probably gonna crochet a little bit more. I just want to wash up and then I'm gonna crochet until I tap out and need to sleep. But I'm gonna go shower. Hopefully it wakes me up a bit so I can get a couple more squares in. I feel like I have a bulk of the bag done, so I'm sure, I don't want to say I'm sure, but I'm very hopeful that I'll be able to finish this bag during the challenge and hopefully be able to make a little bit more also. guys, it's a lot later now. It's like almost 2:30, so I am gonna crash. I crocheted for a total of 14 hours and 38 minutes. I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow to finish off this challenge. Hello friends and good morning. We have a full about 10 hours of crocheting to do today, so we're just gonna get right to it. Oh, am I ready for this? There's nothing like waking up and watching TV though. I feel like I'm a kid on summer break right now because it was the only time I'd like watch TV in the morning. I'm turning the OC back on. I'm not gonna lie, I went to sleep with my hand feeling very sore and I thought I would wake up feeling like fully replenished, but my hand is still pretty sore. I kind of wonder if like my crocheting technique is not super great for me. All right, here we go. Back on. I currently have 4 more granny squares. I'm gonna need 3 more. I think I'm gonna stitch these 3 together. These 3 will make up the base part of the bag, so I just kind of like to stitch them up as I go. I feel like it makes crocheting a bit like easier when I'm separating it between like stitching stuff together versus making granny squares, you know, like we like to mix things up a little bit. I'm so excited to assemble this bag today though and see it like really come together. These pieces gets me so excited, and honestly seeing this too made me think about how I should totally crochet granny square pillow. I meant to do that and I just totally forgot, but I have so many granny square pillows saved on my Pinterest. But just holding this up, I was like, this would look amazing as a pillow on my couch right now. I'm currently attaching the panels for the bottom as I mentioned, but one thing I noticed is like I overbought so much yarn. Like I actually don't know what I was thinking. Like look how much yarn is on this. Look how much I have left of these colors too, and I only need 3 more granny squares. But look what I did. Why did I think I'd need this much? This is my hoarding mentality or something. Like thank goodness I can return the item. You would think I would be better at this considering how much I crochet and buy yarn, but there's something not lining up here. All right guys, so while I'm over here, I figured I would attach these 3 panel things that I have. So I'm gonna attach the bottom. It's hard to tell, but I'm gonna attach this base bottom like part to the sides. Amazing news, I finished stitching together all of the granny squares that I have so far. It's looking like a miniature blanket, but it's gonna be wrapped kind of like this. This is how the bag will be shaped. After I finish this video and I finish crocheting the whole thing, I want to add some really thick fabric inside it to line it. I want it to be a sturdier bag. Does this look like 17 hours of work? I genuinely cannot tell anymore. All right guys, so we just hit hour 18, which means we are getting through it, honestly. What I did notice was sitting out on my balcony helped so much yesterday, and I think it helped me like crochet faster even. Maybe it's in my head, but it definitely helped me feel better to get fresh air. So I actually think I'm gonna go sit at the pool and crochet a little bit so that I can be out in the sun and outside. I'm just gonna pack up my things. I'm going to go ahead and hit pause for now while I move on down to the pool. It's a little bit later. I finished up at the pool, came back and showered, and I'm gonna resume my timer now. We hit the 20-hour mark, which is crazy. Less than 4 hours left to go. I'm blocking all of the squares that I made while I was at the pool. I'm finishing up my very last granny square. I'm almost done with it, and I'm gonna start connecting these ones to each other, and then once I have these connected, then I can assemble it with what I have so far of the bag. Alright guys, we are on hour 21. I finished all of the granny square pieces and connected them together. This is what all of the pieces are looking like. So I just have to attach this side, and then once I have that, all I have to do is add the straps. The show of choice while I do so is the OC. I'm on episode 10 now. I think I was on episode like 1 or 2 when I started this, so. We are at 22 hours. I have 2 hours left to finish this. Guys, this bag is huge. This is not what I was necessarily going for. It's like gonna be a beach bag. It's basically a tote bag. It just like looks bigger because it doesn't have a lot of structure right now. All I have to do is add the handle. So I think I'm going to do a couple rows of single, maybe double, I'm not sure yet. Single, half double, I don't know. Couple rows of black on the top, and then I'm gonna add a handle on. If I'm basing it on this image, I can't really tell. It looks like they did double crochet. I'll figure that out. I'm eating a little dinner, but guys, we officially have 1 hour left. I thought this would never come. My hands are actually so tired and achy. All right, guys, so we are in the slightest bit of a pickle. Not a real pickle, but we have 10 minutes left of this challenge. I thought there's no way this was gonna be the issue. No way. But I don't think I'm gonna finish my bag. I mean, obviously I will finish it, but I don't think I'm gonna finish it in these 24 hours. Because here's the thing. I think I'm slowing down because my hand, they are sore. I think I need to work them out. But this is what the handles are looking like. You can't even see them. Isn't that just so funny looking? These skinny little straps for this massive bag. Oh my gosh. And I put it in the wrong spot too. Oh, how did I do that? Yeah, okay, well, yeah, so there's no way I'm finishing this. What was I thinking? Holy, can you tell what I did? Like, well, you can definitely tell. Look how lopsided I made the straps. I'm really nervous that I'm gonna miss the moment it hits 24 because I'm gonna be too distracted by well, like my crocheting. So I'm gonna leave it open next to me. And there's still a chance I'll miss it. As I'm doing this, I just like cannot believe that I bought extra yarn because I thought I was gonna have time to start a blanket. That's like actually insane. 5 more minutes. Am I gonna miss it? I might. Now I got the straps on. My dainty little spaghetti strap with 2 minutes to spare. Are my last seconds of crocheting in 24 hours. I have 45 seconds left and I'm still moving slow because I know I'm not gonna finish this bag. 30 seconds left. We just hit 24 hours. Putting it down. Ooh. We just hit 24 hours of crocheting. Tired. Okay, so I think we're all curious. Let's do a little evaluation of how much I really got done in 24 hours. So here's the verdict. If you want to know how much you can crochet in 24 hours, this is my answer for you. Ta-da! What do we think, guys? What do we think? I actually thought this was so interesting as a little experiment for myself to see how fast I crochet and honestly how much I overestimate myself. Like, I was shocked when I only crocheted 1 granny square in the first hour. And looking at this after 24 hours, I'm not quite sure how to feel. What do we think? Anyways, guys, I am gonna end this off here because my hands need a break. They need a week-long break. I just wanted to thank you guys so much for keeping me company for these 24 hours. If you liked this challenge video or challenge style videos or crochet videos, please let me know because I would would I love to do this again? Maybe. I mean, I like doing crochet videos, but I would love to hear what you guys like to see and what you guys thought of this little challenge. But thank you guys so much for being here and I will see you guys all in next week's video. Bye, guys.